Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Lauren Leroy. I am a chiropractor in the Houston, Texas area. I've been using essential oils in my clinic for about 8 months now and was a total skeptic, and now I'm just a total believer. I really didn't think they were very science-based at all, and they're actually incredibly science-based and have really changed how I view healing people naturally, as well as affected my family's life and tons of patients, especially reaching them on a level I haven't been able to reach them before with different things. So this webinar is basically going to cover the basics of essential oils, how to use the most common essential oils in a form of medicinal value or therapeutic value at home, and then kind of how to apply them and what they are good for. So let's get started. So before changing anything, medications, prescriptions, things like that, please make sure you consult your family physician first, especially if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. Essential oils are not used to treat or cure the mentioned conditions. However, there is a lot of research in human trials that have shown many therapeutic and medicinal benefits with essential oils. So information from this webinar was all taken from the Modern Essentials book, which you can find on Amazon. So what we're going to cover is basically the Family Physician's Kit, which some of you already have and some of you do not. But we're going to go over each oil individually, talk about their therapeutic benefits, and then where to get more resources. So this is the Family Physician's Kit up on top. So what are essential oils? Okay, doTERRA's certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. That's a mouthful, but basically what we're doing is taking the immune system of a plant, we're carefully extracting it, and then testing it to make sure what we say is in it is actually in it. That is very unique for the health and wellness field. Typically, when you look at supplements or things that are not technically prescription medications, there is not a lot of testing of what is actually the chemical components inside of what you are putting into your body. So one of the things that sold me with doTERRA is they do test their essential oils, with huge machines, very expensive scientific research of what's actually in that essential oil, what are the chemical compounds, do we have any fillers, do we have any additives, do we have any pesticides. With doTERRA, you're literally getting the purest, highest quality essential oil you can get from that. Maybe it's the root, perhaps it's the bark or the stem or the leaf of that plant, extracting it and making sure we don't change the chemistry through the extraction process, and that we also don't get any additional things in there that we don't want. So those chemical properties that are in those plants are actually how we got medicine to begin with. And that's what we then turned synthetically into a lab so we could mass produce. So this is just getting back to the more natural form of healing that we've been doing for thousands of years in different kinds of societies around the world. So basically the building blocks of modern medicine, we're testing it for purity and safety. So it's as pure and safe as you can get, which is why many of them can be internalized versus if you went to the grocery store or even just a natural health store. Most of those essential oils are going to say do not apply without dilution and do not internalize. Probably because it's not everything that we say it is in that bottle. With doTERRA, you're going to have the safest essential oil you can get. Topically is fine, diffusing them in the air, fine, and then most of them can be ingested. The book will cover more of that, and each oil on the bottle will say if it can or cannot be ingested and how to apply them. So we're going to start with peppermint. Peppermint is great for headaches, stomach issues, sore muscles, alertness, allergies, and asthma. And these are just a few. It's going to have that very cooling effect. So this is where we got, icy hot and those kinds of cooling sensations that are used for topical analgesics. This is menthol. So we've got menthol and peppermint, which is kind of where we got that chemistry from. So typically 1 to 2 drops. You can dilute it for sensitive skin. So if it were a young child or a baby, I would definitely dilute, or if you just know that you have sensitive skin. You can diffuse into the air, or you could take this internally. So it's definitely going to wake you up. I always say one drop is like a blast of Arctic, fresh air. So if you're tired, great for that. If it's specifically for something like a headache or a stomach ache, I would actually put it on the site of needed benefits. So temples or back of the neck, or definitely over the stomach. And then you're going to dose as is needed for that therapeutic benefit. So the nice thing with essential oils is they typically stay in your system anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. However, there's not going to be that concern of cross-reactive, mixing essential oils or too much. So 1 to 2 drops is fine. And if you need to take it numerous times a day because of a stomach ache or a headache, that's totally safe to do. So if you mix peppermint with lavender and lemon, you're actually getting your natural antihistamine. So this is going to be great for allergies. Lavender. Okay, so many of you are very familiar with lavender with sleep and calming. Also great for stress and anxiety, mood and depression. Again, allergies when you combine with lemon and peppermint. And then also for skin issues. So lavender is incredibly gentle. Lots of babies and children use this for benefits of sleeping. Also, for some people, this is their stress and anxiety oil. So this is kind of a not as strong of a stress or anxiety oil as there are stronger ones for stress and anxiety, but for some, lavender is perfectly sufficient to get that therapeutic benefit that they are seeking. So again, 1 to 2 drops. For this, I would take it topically, or I would diffuse it in a diffuser, something that you could diffuse all night if need be. And then again, as needed for that therapeutic benefit, you could combine with a lemon and peppermint, put it in a diffuser, and during allergy season, you've got benefits for the whole family. Lemon. If you go on Pinterest, there's probably 100 different ways to use lemon. Lemon is incredibly inexpensive. Most of the citrus oils are. We're looking at a natural disinfectant, great for throat or oral health. I like to put this in my water first thing in the morning and help wake me up and cleanse my liver and kind of do a little detox. Also great for stress and anxiety, cold and flu, and again, kind of for detoxification and purification. So the one thing you want to be careful about with citrus oils is you don't want to put them on your skin and then go directly out in the sunlight. And, during summer or when the sun is more intense. So citrus oils really like sunshine. So they are going to, they could possibly darken your skin. So just be careful there. 1 to 2 drops, again, as needed for therapeutic benefit, combined with lavender and peppermint for allergies, for your natural antihistamine. You could really put 1 drop of each of those together if you're having an allergic reaction. Rub it in your hands. Inhale deeply, and then put it on the back of the neck or the chest. So if you are using things topically, the bottom of the feet are very sensitive and they have a very high absorbency rate. So that's a great place to put essential oils. If I like the smell of the essential oils, I put them on the back of my neck or possibly on my wrists. And also chest is also a great place to put essential oils. So either way, it's going to absorb into your skin in about 30 seconds, get into your bloodstream. Especially inhaling is very therapeutic because we're going to inhale those smells. You're going to actually affect your brain chemistry, okay, because it's going to get into your limbic system, which is your emotional brain control center, and then release specific hormones, which will change the brain chemistry. So again, all very scientific. Numerous ways to apply the essential oils, regardless if you inhale or diffuse them, put them on topically, or ingest them, you're still going to get those same benefits. Okay, Melaleuca. This is personally one of my favorites, especially if you have kids with ear infections. So those are so common. We get on a ton of antibiotics, and then that really changes the gut health and kind of sets people up, especially young children, for having some issues later on in life because their gut health is not as stable or healthy as we would like it to be. So if there are natural solutions from that, I am a big fan. This is considered tea tree oil, but it's Melaleuca. It's hugely antifungal and antiviral, as well as antibacterial. So this is going to be wonderful for cases of, just cold and flu, allergies, things like that. Wonderful for acne and skin health, and I can personally attest to that. This has really done wonders on my skin, especially with frankincense. I combine frankincense and Melaleuca and coconut oil, and that's what I do now during the day, at night, doesn't matter. But I'm 29. I've had a lot of issues with acne. This has totally been a lifesaver for me. Again, allergies and ear infections, or just in general, yeast overgrowth. And yeast overgrowth is something that is really, really common in our society, particularly because of our diets. And again, looking at how much antibiotics we've had over the past, definitely not treated as often as it should be, or is really a cause of a lot of root issues of symptoms that we have. So controlling yeast is very important. And again, you can put this in coconut oil if you like to do oil pulling, and use it as a mouthwash. So kind of swish it around, clean out your mouth in the morning or at night, spit it out, and you've got a nice little cleanse there. So as needed for therapeutic benefit, especially if it's things like acne or ringworm or fungal infections on the skin, I would apply directly. And then you could also take in a capsule if need be. Okay, Breathe. This is definitely a patient favorite. So this is like your natural Vicks, wonderful for congestion and asthma, antiviral, and even anxiety. A lot of times when people get very anxious, they feel very tight in their chest. So this is going to be a vasodilator. So it's going to open up your blood vessels, including your lungs, and just really help with respiratory issues. I've seen this stop an asthma attack in my eye, in front of my eyes in my office with one of my athletes within a matter of minutes. It was pretty amazing. So it is incredibly effective. I would use this as needed for therapeutic benefit again. Diffuse topically if the whole family is congested or fighting cold and flu season, allergies, things like that. Otherwise, great spots would be the chest, behind the ears, the nose, or the feet or the wrists. Digest Zen. Okay, my personal favorite. I will not travel without this. If you are someone that tries to eat clean, but occasionally you cheat and then you suffer, this is going to be your saving grace. So this is a blend, Breathe was also a blend, of numerous oils that are really beneficial for any kind of stomach issue, okay? Anywhere from esophagus down, so intestines and everything. The nice thing about essential oils is many of them will treat numerous things, so or looking at helping numerous things. So with Digest Zen, we're looking at all stomach and intestinal relief. So constipation to diarrhea, gas and bloating, nausea to acid reflux. So any of those things, this would be the oil of choice. This is kind of like your natural Pepto-Bismol. We're going to do 1 to 2 drops as often as needed for that therapeutic benefit. So if you're actually fighting something or currently uncomfortable, give it a while to be effective, but if you need to dose again, that's all right. Lots of people like to just put this in their belly button and let it hang out until it absorbs. I personally rub it on my stomach. If it's a young child, I would look at diluting it. And again, you could drink this in water. Some people prefer that. It's got peppermint and fennel and ginger, so a lot of the things that we already know to calm the stomach, and they just combine them in one nice blend. Also comes in capsules if you're somebody that likes to take pills, so to speak. This would be a good option for that. Okay, On Guard. This is also one that I think every single household should have. It is currently cold and flu season in Texas. I cannot tell you how many people are sick in my area. My athletes, my patients, they spend a lot of money and a lot of time off of work trying to get to the doctor to either make up for the flu shot that wasn't the right strand or strain, or just getting doctor's notes for missing school. So having the flu in the United States is incredibly expensive. Okay, I've done a little bit of research. We're looking at well over $100 for each bout of the flu per person when it comes to medication and missing school and things like that. Copays, doesn't even consider time off of work. So if you get nothing else, On Guard is so helpful to prevent, and also when those conditions do arise, to help get you through those symptoms. So it's antibacterial, antifungal, also antiviral. I don't know if I have that on here. Oh, there we go. The nice thing about essential oils is they will cross the cell wall. So we have a very hard time in modern medicine treating viruses because it's hard to get inside the cell and affect those viruses. Essential oils are fat soluble, and that's what is the outside layer of your cell wall. So essential oils have no trouble getting inside a cell, actually treating or helping to affect that virus and either heal the cell or basically help help those cells get rid of what's in there. So wonderful for cold and flu, great also for yeast overgrowth, oral health. You could definitely put this in coconut oil and do your oil pulling. I actually use the On Guard toothpaste. So every morning I'm waking up and I've got this wonderful blend of really high antioxidants, antiviral essential oils that are going to help clean my mouth out and keep me healthy. And also then great for warts and cold sores. So anywhere on the spectrum from viral to fungal to bacterial, this is something you want to look at. A bottle of this is $32. That is so much less expensive than getting sick, and who wants the flu or other things that are going around. So 1 to 2 drops, again, as needed, any form you like. So this is a warm oil, so you do want to dilute with coconut oil or a different carrier oil. Lots of moms put this on the bottom of their children's feet before they go to bed, mainly for prevention or also if they are sick. Some people like to drink this. It's going to taste like Christmas in your mouth. They actually make this in a very small beadlet form, and there's a larger soft gel form, but I prefer the beadlets. It's something I can take on planes with me. There's 125 of them, so sometimes I take them preventatively. Sometimes I dose up a few times a day if people are sick around me, and I think it's $15. So for 125 doses for $15, that's pretty amazing. Typically with essential oils, 1 drop is plenty. But again, you can add more than 1 drop if needed if you're not getting the results you want. And when you're sick, you do want to dose more often as you would medicine. So again, for prevention or taking this when you are sick, has a ton of antioxidants in it and just great for avoiding all of those bacterial and viral infections. Frankincense. This is the king of all oils. It has the highest chemical profile across the board of pretty much any essential oil. Really, really wonderful for healthy brain function. It can actually cross the blood-brain barrier and affect the brain. I know there are doctors here in Houston that use this, oncologists, with various forms of cancer, including brain cancer. There is a lot of research right now on the benefits of frankincense to aid in treating cancer with therapeutic benefits, looking at in conjunction with modern medicine. So that's pretty exciting. Just, it's so incredibly supportive to the immune system as well as with cellular health. That research right now is pretty cool. So keep your eye out for that. Great for skin health, also for inflammation and immune support, and even depression. So again, 1 to 2 drops as needed. This would be something you could put on topically, especially if it is for a brain-related function. We're going to maybe do the base of the neck. If it's skin-related issues, I mentioned I use this with my acne treatment, so I put it directly on my skin with conjunction of melaleuca and coconut oil, or you could diffuse this as well. So the nice thing with frankincense is because it is one of those ultra healing oils, they actually put it in their lifelong vitality pack, which are the daily supplements. So you're getting all of those wonderful antioxidants, the great cellular healing as part of your daily regimen. Okay, Deep Blue, this is going to be very similar to Icy Hot or any of those muscle pain blends. Great for aches and pains, sore muscles, arthritis. It's anti-inflammatory. Fibromyalgia, this will help you with some relief there. There is a blend, the same blend comes in a rub. Lots of people like the lotion. The oil is the exact same thing, and it comes in the family physician's kit. My CrossFitters love it. My athletes love it. My fiance can't get enough of it. This is something that is just awesome. It feels so good on. A little bit goes a long way, and it lasts a very long time. So this is going to be one of those things, topical. You're only going to use a little bit because it goes a long way. And this is something you would not ingest, and it's going to come in a child-proof safety lock, and it will also say on the bottle, do not ingest. And oregano. So oregano is very antifungal, also very antiviral. Anti-inflammatory, great for immune support, cold and flu, warts, athlete's foot, yeast overgrowth, all that kind of stuff. I will say I've had my bottle of oregano since August. I'm hardly used much. I use it when I feel like I'm really getting sick, but this bottle of oregano is going to last me forever. So again, a little bit goes a long way. It's very potent. You could cook with it. I would start with literally a toothpick, dipping it in the oregano and then putting it in whatever you would like to use. 1 to 2 drops. I would use the bottom of the feet because you really are going to smell like a pizzeria, but it is incredibly powerful. So definitely worth it if you feel like something's coming on and you want to avoid. You could ingest this or take it in a capsule. Anytime we do essential oils, I would put them in a glass, especially the citrus oils. They will eat through plastic because they are so strong. So I just get in the habit of putting essential oils in a glass container when you're drinking from them. And dilute that one if you're going to put it on topically because it is a warm oil. So, okay, we just covered a lot in a short amount of time. There are plenty of resources with essential oils, but you want to make sure they are good resources. Lots of people have their opinions. Remember, not all essential oils are made the same. So with doTERRA, they're so pure, you can ingest them. They're grown where they grow naturally. Not every essential oil is going to be like that. So if they are not doTERRA essential oils, please do not apply your essential oils in this form or fashion. These are specifically for doTERRAs. And then depending on what resources you are using, they're going to have basically similar advice for the essential oils that they are talking about. So check out doTERRA.com, go to doTERRAeveryday.com. Neweverythingessential.me is an amazing website. It's kind of like a little encyclopedia of what does ginger do and what does peppermint do? And I have, toenail fungus. What should I do? That's a great resource. It's all free. For the research, this was huge for me. Check out aromaticscience.com. And then if you are someone that wants a book or a reference guide, go to Amazon, get your Modern Essentials book, or it's actually an app on your phone, I believe for $5.99. Just called Modern Essentials. Pretty amazing. You can click on a body part or look up a condition and see what the protocol would be. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Again, my name is Lauren. Email springboardchiropractic@gmail.com. I will send you all the information you want on essential oils. Or if you're new to essential oils and you would like to order some, again, you can contact me and I will help you get your own account. You want to start with a wholesale account. Don't order them from Amazon. Definitely don't do retail. You can get them as cheap as possible with a wholesale account. So I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful day, and there will be more to come in the future. Thanks.